Yeah, hi there, Girish Navani. This is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. So let's take a look at your question. So you said, I did some practice recording, finally recorded the task. Would you recommend this kind of practice? Or may I record, excuse me, may I record without practice? Please advise. Okay, I would say here, will you recommend, or I would say, or should I record without practice? I'm just giving you some grammar tips right here. And advise is with a A-D-V-I-S-E. I think the answer here is yes and no. I'm not going to say yes or no, but I'm going to qualify my mixed response. In the beginning, when you're doing TOEFL speaking practice test, especially if you're not advanced in your English abilities or you're not comfortable recording your voice, it's not a bad idea to look at the question you're being asked and to write it out, to write out the introduction, the body part of your speech along with a conclusion. As you do that, you work on putting transitions in there, you work on using appropriate vocabulary and grammar, you work on making sure you have examples, and you write it out. And then you do the speech. Now, in the beginning, as you do this, obviously, it takes you a long time. It might take even 20 minutes to do this. But eventually, as you write out these speaking tasks and you keep practicing them, the things that you're writing down, Girish, it'll actually become part of your own grammar, the vocabulary you're using, the transitions, the details. It will become part of your own language at some point. So I think yes, in the beginning, if you're having a lot of trouble with your speaking, it's a good idea to practice writing out your responses first. Now, obviously, when you're taking the TOEFL test, you can't do that. In fact, you only have about 15 seconds to prepare your response for the TOEFL speaking tasks. So eventually, you should take less and less time preparing your response until, Girish, you're at the point where you can do it without writing anything down at all except maybe 2 or 3 key words. Because let's face it, when you're taking the TOEFL IBT, you're only going to have enough time to write down maybe 2 or 3 key words that relate to the question. That's it. And you have to use those 2 or 3 key words in the speech. And you have to be able to speak on the spot using good grammar, using good vocabulary, developing your ideas, using transition words, and all those important things that you want to do. To get that high score, that's what you want to do. So anyway, thank you again for being one of my students. And when I get some free time today, I will listen to the practice test that you submitted online, and I'll give you a score.